Wonderful.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the 2 CCs of Blackery podcast.
That was so fake.
Carrie.
What is that? So fucking fake. Yo,
I'm
dog.
your host, Carrie. This
And I'm
that
the real.
ass nigga CJ.
I keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Oh shit.
Well, she found me out in the streets again, so we're here for another podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, literally, according to Carrie.
Literally. Gotta track this man down, y'all.
She says that, and yet we was on the phone, on video, multiple times this month.
Not multiple times.
We
We
even had
made the
time to invite
website.
other members.
We made the website, and then you sent me this Zoom link. That was twice, 2 times.
Okay, all right, let's try it again. We made the website. I tested out the mic. I sent the Zoom link. We contacted friends and family to have a conversation about bullshit. And now we got a Zoom link.
Hey, well, we're here.
I keep it real with the people. 2 CCs.
We are here.
2 CCs.
Yes, of Blackery.
The goddamn Blackery of it all. Which, by the way, my black people, I got a good question. Why are you Democrat? Answer that in comments.
I guess that is the topic of today.
Nick.
So let me explain.
Nope, I got it.
I got it. They're not gonna understand what the fuck you're talking about. Let me give them some background.
I'm gonna get explained.
All I said was
we gotta tell the backstory. What are you talking about?
We had a conversation. I don't remember how we got up to this conversation. But actually, I do. Because I was listening, and every time we have a conversation about politics,
one of my favorite subjects.
Many of CJ's issues, stuff that he complains about, whatever, are because those problems exist because of the Republican Party. For one. But what doesn't make sense, y'all?
But wait,
is that
can I say wait? They don't know my views.
Some of his ideals.
Let me explain my ideals.
Being Republican.
I'm not Republican.
Saying that there's anything wrong with that, whatever.
I'm not Republican.
But that's a contradiction. That's all I'm trying to say.
I am not Republican. For the umpteenth time, motherfucker.
Never said that.
I am an independent. There's a lot of shit I believe in goes from both parties. Like, case in point, I like the idea of food stamps. I love the idea that the government's taking care of its people. I just don't like it that a disproportionate amount of people who are receiving food stamps are either female with dependents or lying, cheating white American women in Florida, particularly.
And I wanted to elaborate on that. So there's a reason for that too, right? You know, men created that system.
Men also created a system where they allow women to be able to
society-wise, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
The societal repercussions of the patriarchy, meaning the man is the breadwinner. Typically, this is the old ideology, societal in the United States. The man was considered the breadwinner. The wife stayed home, cooked, cleaned, and took care of the children. Right?
Yeah, agreed.
Right. Agreed. The 50s, 60s, 70s, that was a really big thing. Now times are a little different. But in the United States, to like 30, 40 years ago.
30 years ago in the 90s, right?
Oh, well, yeah. Probably 50 years ago. My bad. That was the way a household was ran.
Oh, shit.
Conservatives want to stick to those ideals. So in their mind, the Republican Party, they're saying man is supposed to be the breadwinner. Man is supposed to be the one to go out here and get it. Why the fuck does he need food stamps?
Well,
men created that. They wanted to be the breadwinners. They wanted to be the ones to get out there and work. They didn't want the women couldn't fucking work. They didn't want to pay women. They didn't want women in the workforce. So what did the women do? She stayed home and watched the fucking kids. So yes, of course the Republican Party believes in, hey, you're an able-bodied man. We're not giving you no assistance. Because why? Because I'm a conservative and I believe in conservative ideals. And a part of that conservative ideal is the man is the breadwinner in the family. And we
So when
should
you say
take
50 years ago,
care
you're talking about like
of
the
the woman
70s,
with
right?
children. You get what I'm saying? And that is called the patriarchy.
And you're talking about like the 70s, right?
Not even 50s.
Okay,
That
so
is that is
that's like
that's a societal norm,
7 years
and a
ago.
lot of people still believe in that today. A lot of men still believe that they should be the breadwinner. Their wife shouldn't work and just take care of the kids and cook and clean. That's a societal thing.
Well, I find that to also be bullshit because society speaking from the 1900s to early 2000s, they did not want gay people to have rights. And yet a lot of us got together and said, that's fucked up. And now you have the right to get married. So
But
fuck the patriarchy and
that's
societal
not the
bullshit.
argument. This
It
is
is
not
the
about
people.
rights.
No,
What
no.
I'm telling you is they don't believe in
I
giving a
don't give a
man with
damn
no
what they believe
dependence
back in the day.
assistance
That doesn't
because
matter.
they have conservative ideals. And according to that conservative ideal, the man is the breadwinner. You don't need help in their eyes
That
because
doesn't matter for
you're supposed
nowadays.
to go out and go get it. That's what they're thinking. I'm not saying that that's not fucked up, but that's what they're thinking because they're conservative.
But no, you can't say that's what they're thinking because they're conservative. You can only say that's what they're thinking because societally speaking, that was the norm. Because by that same token, Democrats were perfectly fine back in the 50s with their wives working and they're being at home, or the reverse, however you want to flip it, which is not true because societally, everybody in that time was on that same boat.
I'm
That's
not
why it
saying
passed.
that. I'm saying they still believe in that because they believe in conservative ideals. They are traditionalists. They
But
don't
we're not a
believe
conservative
they
country
don't
anymore,
believe in
Carrie.
change.
We are not a conservative country. We stopped being a conservative country damn near 50 years ago,
I'm
actually.
not talking conservative as in modest. I'm talking conservative. Conservative ideals
Yeah.
are I don't believe in abortion. Right? They look at abortion as a sin. They look at abortion as a immoral. That's the conservative ideal.
That was a little bit of a stretch because there was some like I think if I'm right, Jay-Z, he's a conservative. I think he supports abortion.
I'm not saying all conservatives don't. I'm not saying that
You
about
are.
people.
When
I'm
you say
saying that's a
conservative, you say
conservative
all.
ideal.
But you're saying
Most
all
people in
conservatives
the
have that
Republican
ideal.
Party, a conservative ideal is I don't believe in abortion because I believe morally I don't agree with it, or I'm religious, or it might be my religious beliefs. But either way, that's a conservative ideal. I'm not saying that all conservatives think that way. I'm just saying it is a conservative ideal. It's something that their party strongly believes in. You know what I'm saying? And you can be,
but
you can have
not to cut
conservative
you off, not to
ideals. It
cut you
doesn't
off.
necessarily make you Republican. Let me make sure
But
I clarify that.
just because an idea is mostly followed by a group of people does not make
I
it
just said that.
that.
That don't mean I just said that.
Right, and I'm agreeing with you. But here's the thing, like case point, lots of people who follow Democratic Party do believe in pro-life. And I'm gonna leave it with that. Because I'm pretty sure one of you
I'm
out
not saying
there.
it doesn't exist. I'm not saying it doesn't, but most people in the Democratic Party are pro-choice.
Pro-life. A lot of people, Democrats, well, no, I'll give you that one. Pro-choice is right. Republicans are really pro-life.
But yes, but taking it back to the original point.
Why are you Democrat? Because
Me?
I feel like you're Democrat because of your mom and daddy. Not because you actually
because I know
researched it.
what they actually support, and I know what the Republicans support. I know
Do you
what they
know it because you went out and researched it, or because your
if
mom
you
and
know
daddy told you?
history tells me that this party has never been for my best interest. They wanted
Democrat?
slavery. They didn't want slavery to end.
Well, again, if you
And
are
even
going
when
for
the
a party that
parties
supports your
fucking
ideals,
switched, even back then they was dirty.
so
The
here's my question,
Republican
right?
Party, nothing about the Republican Party suits my best interest.
Well, fuck the Republican Party. Think about a political party. When you pick a political party, do you pick a political party that supports all your ideals, or you pick between Democrat and Republican?
No party is going to support all your ideals.
Why not?
Just like every Democrat doesn't get along with each other. They don't, just because they genuinely, in general, they can agree on the same concepts and ideals.
What do you mean?
They have the same mission. They might have a different way of going about the mission, but they're on the same path. You get what I'm saying? They have different strategies on how to do things, but they believe in the same shit.
You make, in every Democratic state I lived in, you make laws to support the people. Case in point, Philadelphia has the sugar tax law, which, if you know me, I have a big thing about that sugar tax law. Your sugar tax law, as well as your plastic bag law, were put in place so that way, one, you can actually lower the amount of obesity in people, and two, you can decrease the amount of trash here in Philadelphia, where you could have just put in more jobs for people to clean up the trash in the area. And sugar tax, arguably, you're working. I'll give you that. But you can't sit here and say that was just for the people. Because where did the money go? Did it go back to the infrastructure in Philadelphia? No, because I still hit potholes every fucking day. Did it go back to the fucking schools? No, because a lot of schools in North Philadelphia, South Philadelphia,
those are
as well as
valid
outskirts of Philadelphia are
and
trash.
these are
So where did the money go?
that you should tell your city council. That's the city.
You're my Democratic city council.
Yeah, but that's
now,
valid.
let's be real. I'm quoting.
Valid.
I am not quoting.
They're trying, right?
I am not quoting personal belief. I am quoting facts.
They're trying.
That's great.
Are they not?
After 2 or 3 years, the shit don't work. What are you doing?
Now 2 or 3 years. Well, no. Trying to help you with
all your shit. Let me say this: after 2 to 3 years, if you institutionalize this tax and you don't see the growth you were talking about at start, it's time to change, right? Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, every Republican in office in Philadelphia, which is the only state I'm living in, Philadelphia is a city, not a state. Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
I do it a lot because if you're in Philly, it's like a whole state. The shit here don't make sense because it doesn't fit the people living here. And for a party that's supposed to be governed by the people, that should not be true. Now, if it was a Republican state, that makes sense. That's why Florida exists. Florida's been Republican for years outside of, from my knowledge, the Obama presidency.
I don't even think
when Obama became president and that shit was Democrat, was for a whole 4 years, Florida had a fit. Everything that nigga did was wrong. But the moment we went Republican back again, the craziness that's Florida, which is basically a bunch of people who don't care about themselves, worked. But a state like Pennsylvania, where the Democratically run state is making laws that's not really helping them. Like sugar tax law, where is that money going? I am still standing on potholes. I'm still seeing construction. I am still seeing light fixtures being broken.
Those are valid concerns. That's why you go to city council meetings and talk about these concerns and ask these questions. A lot of people don't do that.
But fuck that.
And even though it's their responsibility to do that, if nobody is coming forward saying, hey, this is a problem, you need to come fix this. How are they supposed to know?
And I'm not saying that city you represent.
That don't mean you know everything going on in the city. I still need people who are actually. I'm sitting in an office every day, working, creating laws and whatever, city ordinances and whatever the case is. How do I get feedback on what I'm doing if nobody comes to the city council meeting to say, hey, this needs to be fixed, this needs to be fixed, this needs to be done? How am I really supposed to know if I'm not getting any feedback? I have to guess what the people want.
You don't. And that's bullshit. And that's a lot of people be telling you. The exact same way you figure out where your favorite artist is currently right now, open up your goddamn Instagram and Facebook and look at your people.
They can do research and statistics, but those aren't always 100%.
That's a start. It doesn't matter if it's 100%. It's a start. If you're doing research,
it is a start. It's a study. Yeah, sure.
No, fucking study.
And that's what they do. They look at that shit and they come up with shit, but that's not that to me. That's like the difference between real and AI generated.
Well, no, AI generation only started in the past 2 years, arguably. So no,
I'm not talking about when it started. It's an analogy.
Oh,
AI technology can tell you something, right? But it doesn't know necessarily what it's saying. It's just spouting out shit and copying human nature.
That's not how AI works. AI works by gathering information on the internet. So it knows exactly what it's saying. Because a lot of people are saying
gathering human generated shit and spouting it out.
But they're not human.
It's not real. That's just statistical data. I need people to sit in front of me and explain to me what needs to be done and how this is affecting your community.
That didn't make sense. You're telling me if an AI generated program is getting information from the people and it's just spouting it back out at you, it is not real. But if I go sit in front of you and say it's real,
AI is just spouting out shit from what it already knows. The same as research studies. Most research studies have a basis. And all it's doing is collecting data. It's not telling you how anything is being affected. It's not telling you specifically what you need to work on. It's just saying, hey, this statistical number for whatever is going on, and they take that. Okay, well, let's try to create some shit. What do we know from this study? But I don't know what the people of the city need if the people of the city aren't speaking up and
Because you're not in
telling
the
me
city.
what they need. And how should I get there?
Because
So
you're not in
that
the
the
city. That's how
mayor
you don't
can
know.
put shit in motion and make shit shape.
Because if you live in your city, you know the problems of your city. Like, I don't care if you're a rich multi-billionaire, whatever. If you walk through your downtown city, you see the problems. If you don't, you don't see the problems. I shouldn't have to report these things to you. You live here, quote unquote.
I mean,
If
yeah,
you
but they
don't
can't
live
do
here, then
everything.
yes,
They
I will
can't
have
be
to
on
do
the
that.
street and be in the office making fucking legislation.
That's your job. You work for me.
Listen, the people, that's what you're not understanding. The people have to revolt. You get what I'm
Then hire
saying?
somebody to do it.
The people have the fucking power. The people have to speak up and say, hey, this is a problem. That's how history is made, because people protest.
Okay, so let's talk about that. If the people are in power and so far have the wording and say so, when the fucking riots happen in any given state, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many politicians you know stand up and say some shit? Not the president.
You said not the president?
Not the president. Which means Sanford, Florida, when the whole shit happened down there, how many political partners in that office came out and spoke?
Wait, so what, Trayvon?
Yes. How many said anything?
Barack said something about Trayvon.
That's the president, not him. I mean, the people in that city, I mean, said some shit. If they didn't say shit, they're not involved in the city because you're not a part of that community. Like, real rap.
I don't know.
Obama is, hence what he said some shit.
So you're saying they didn't come to talk about Trayvon Martin being killed?
I'm asking the question: when Trayvon Martin was killed in Sanford, Florida, outside the president, how many of the political partners came up and said something?
I'm not sure. I don't live in the city.
So
I don't know.
That's my argument right there.
But
because you don't live in the city, you don't know. So to say, oh, I got to bring this shit to you, that means you don't live here. You shouldn't be representing me because you're not walking in my life in any semblance of the word besides living.
But I'm saying I can't do both. Yeah, I could come up with some shit, and I said that you can come up with shit to fix that, but
you have
why
to know
can't we all collaborate and work together? You can't just elect somebody and just be like, okay, here you go, you do it. No, explain to them your problems, explain to them your issues, how you see fit. Have a conversation like we're having a conversation.
But
that's how you make change.
To have this conversation.
And if it doesn't happen, you protest.
But
you complain.
My protest.
A lot of people in their own communities don't do that.
So let me focus on this, right?
Most aren't educated enough to. B,
let me get this
they don't give a fuck enough to.
Let me get
and they don't see how it benefits them.
I only want to pay attention politically and historically between the years 2000 and 2023 because I'm not very versed in anything else outside of that, but I'm versed, not very exquisitely versed. So between 2000 and 2023, when all this life shit was happening, you're saying as a politician, you got to come to me, you got to tell me this is happening, right?
No,
I mean, you're telling me you have no access to
city level.
Huh?
City level. You were saying on a city level.
On a city level, I gotta come to you and tell you what's going on, right?
We're not talking about the president of the United States.
Of course,
a lot of people don't understand that government is more than just the president of the United States.
Agreed. So just talking about
you have the state, then you
up to governor.
Yeah, governor, all that, and then the president.
So you're telling me you're the governor of my state, and yet you don't walk through my state? You don't walk through the major areas? You don't walk through the issues?
You think Ron DeSantis bitch ass walks around Florida to see how people live?
You don't deserve to run me. You don't deserve to be my leader.
He doesn't.
And every person who follows this principle doesn't either. I agree with that. But you can't sit and say, oh, we have problems, and I sit in the office, and I know if I have a problem and you are my representative and you can't come out and meet me where I am, that means you are allowing the problem to continue by avoiding it. You are allowing it to fluster and just saying, well, I'm working on it. You're bullshit. No.
I mean, like governor-wise, mostly you have to...
Pause. How do we get here?
I don't know. Because you keep fucking rambling.
But
That's
everybody
why.
listen to my podcast say I'm off topic. Yes.
No, but the original point was back to the original fucking point.
Why'd you pick Democrat?
It's a conservative ideal. The patriarchy. Men's ideals historically is the reason why now today that the Republican Party does not believe that you deserve assistance, because according to the patriarchy,
Well, I'm
according
a
to
man. I
conservative
don't deserve
ideals
assistance
that
according to the Democrat or
that the
Republican Party.
Republican believes in, you are the breadwinner. You're the man. You're the one supposed to go to work. So work. You don't need assistance. That's what they're telling you. That's what they think.
So tell me why in the past 23 years,
because men made it that way because men didn't want to give women rights.
So tell me why in the past 23 years, my Democratic president did not do shit for me. By that specifically, I want a program that is put in place that is purely for the benefit for single males. Purely.
That's not going to happen because most people believe. Not most
people.
No,
patriarchy.
But
most
the patriarchy. Yes, it's the patriarchy. Yeah. It's actually two things. It's the patriarchy, and it's the generation that's in Congress, in the House, in the Senate, whatever.
So they have power. We don't.
That's in politics right now is the boomers.
That will always be the answer. That is a bullshit answer. Because when they die, the next generation
they dominate the fucking
and the next until we get our turn. That's bullshit. Bullshit.
Most members in Congress are fucking boomers.
No.
So you know what
the
boomers
only
believe
reason
in?
they're fucking boomers
you know what most
is because
boomers
we
believe
put them in.
How they grew up? The man was the breadwinner. The man was the worker. Their mom stayed at home with the kids. That's the generation that they come from.
That would mean something if we kept those values for life. But the fact of the matter is, we change because we want it to happen.
Don't say yes.
So why is it we're keeping the old shit and then supporting all old views instead of being smart and doing something different? Oh, that's right. Because we gotta go to him and tell him the answer.
They don't want to do that.
No, because we're not making them do it. They don't want to do half the shit they gotta do.
When people don't fucking vote. Or they vote independent and then we lose the Democratic vote because now the Republicans have more members in the fucking seats than the Democrats do. So now you're not getting any of your ideals heard.
Because a lot of people are Republican due to their parents. And a lot of people are Democrats due to their parents. So yes, if you do have a guy who voted independent, you do lose a vote. What the fuck ever. But it shouldn't just be two fucking parties running every goddamn year.
And like you said, this is the perfect way to explain this. You said earlier that a lot of people who are on the Green Party, a lot of individuals are celebrities, right?
I mean, no, I did not say that. I said Roseanne Barr was a member of the Green Party.
And you named a lot of celebrities are whatever. Celebrities can afford to be. They have money. They're not on their last leg. They're not living paycheck to paycheck. Shit is not real out here for them. It's not
about a state of money. It's about an ideology. We're a political party. It's not about how much money
politics is more than about an ideology. It's about getting shit done.
But you cannot get shit done without a large group of people.
Getting shit done. Shit is crucial out here. Celebrities can do that. They're not, like I said, they're not living paycheck to paycheck. They're not out here struggling for real. When you need your voice to be heard so that policies can be changed and your best benefit so you can fucking survive, you need to win. You're not thinking about that shit.
That doesn't work now. That thought does not work. Because if that was the case, a motherfucker who's a Democrat who wants to support fuckers who are going through some hard shit would win. But he doesn't. He gets overshadowed by other popular Democratic views. That's not fair. Well, because what if I don't agree with everything in Democrat Party?
So you're saying that Democrats lose?
I'm saying you don't always get your word out. You just get the general theme.
No, but sure. But if I need help, I'm going to go with what's in my best interest. And what's going to get me heard? I need policies to be passed. I don't give a fuck about, oh, well, we can't work together because you're this party. Listen, you're my best benefit. Fuck it. I'm going to work with you.
You say that, but would you work with a Republican?
We don't have the same ideals.
So you wouldn't work with a Republican?
If we agree on something, we naturally agree. Sure. But realistically, the Republican Party doesn't want to work with fucking Democrats. This is why the debt ceiling hasn't been passed yet.
This is why independence should be a bigger part than what it is. because there's a group of people who have mixed views. Because you don't have 100% Democratic views. If you do, support your party. If you don't, support the party, support you. Politics is not about money. It's not about how to run the country. It's about how to put your goals and values in place to support whatever people you're with. When a Republican wins, during the next 4 years, every single person who has a Republican-based view, rich, poor, whatever, is winning. In his mind, he's winning. Yes. But when a Democrat won, the same token, the same shit. But in actuality, that's why I like being independent. You look at all sides of the spectrum. Where nobody's winning. Nobody's in the game unless you're a politician. It's not for you. What should be for you is when that politician takes that place, do you think he has the same values as you? Not, oh, he's going to help me. Because real rap, I have never, in the history of my life living, ever seen a politician go to the hood and help out specific hood families. I mean the niggas that really need it. I mean, not Tyquisha got 3 kids. I mean Tyquan, Tyquisha that are raising 4 kids by themselves with minimum wage jobs that need it. They need
like a city elected official.
Yes.
So like your city councilman.
Up to your governor.
Yeah, most like a governor is not gonna. If you need help with things, like right, let me break that down. If you need help within your city, like I said, your city.
Yeah, city.
That's when you go to the city council meeting. You tell them the issues, what's going on, so that they can help your city. That's a city issue. The state is the governor. The issues that you have within the state, you got to go a little bit further. And that's when you have to protest. And that's when also when you have, it's important to vote. Because why is Florida a Republican state? Because there are Republicans in the House. They dominate the House. So yeah, a lot of conservative ideals are being pushed through. That's why diversity programs have been cut in Florida. Because the governor can say, hey, I want this shit to happen. What do you guys think about it? They're all Republican. They have the same ideals and ideologies. They fuck with it, pass it through. But what happens if Democrats are there and they disagree? Then you can debate it.
Okay.
And they come to a consensus. But what's happening is bullshit is going through because it's nothing but fucking Republicans. And when it's the governor, you have to protest those things. The only thing you can do is protest and hope that this man doesn't fuck up your state.
That's not true. Tennessee is proved. You don't protest. You can literally get these fuckers out of your house if you want to. Right. Tennessee
and why did that happen? You can do this shit in a week. Because the people protested. The people all agreed and said, this man does not
support the people. And that's the point. You all agree to that thought. So keep that energy going. Go with more people who agree with you. Don't go with a general broad consensus. Go specifically. If you are a person who loves the motherfucking earth more than you love people, be a Green Party. If you love libertarianism, the fact that you have the liberty to do what you want, be a libertarian. Don't be a Republican. Don't be a Democrat. Be a libertarian. Because I think libertarians have really good views.
And whatever you want to be. All I'm saying is,
what?
Don't get mad when shit does not go in your favor. And you complain about shit like not getting assistance. You complain about wanting to have more shit as a male. Don't complain when your votes really aren't. I mean, you matter a very statistically insignificant amount, but you matter. And that now, because of that, you're voting for this person, which you can. Now, the Democrats don't have enough people in the fucking seat to challenge the Republicans. Now all the Republicans are getting these people. They're getting more votes because their people are voting for them.
And the same shit has happened for 23 years. It just keep happening.
When you don't have assistance, when shit is working for you, when you're not getting paid, whatever the case is.
But I won't.
Hey,
if I vote Democrat, I won't.
I'm saying just don't complain.
I don't complain because out of 23 years of living, voting no matter what option I vote. By the way, I never voted Republican. Period. No matter what option I vote, I'm still in the exact same seat. So here's my point. And if everybody picked
Yeah,
Democrat and
because
everybody picked Republican, and I sat through both of them, and I'm still here.
because you know how they have to agree on it. If the Democrats say,
No, you
"Hey,
don't. No, you
hey,
don't.
I want
No,
people to get
a majority
assistance,"
of you have to agree.
right,
Majority.
right, and the majority of Republicans do not believe in that. So you know
So
what happens?
therefore, I can
They,
say Republicans and Democrats aren't helping me.
and that's valid. If you feel
So
that way, that's
therefore,
valid.
I have no right to complain. And I have not complained. I have only said, if you are a person who is a Democrat or Republican, right? Whomever you decide to follow, and you pick this party as a grown adult, not like under the age of 25, you should be able to tell me why. Because when you pick this party, your excuse shouldn't be, oh, well, I'm not rich. Well, you can be rich and Republican. You can be rich and Democrat. That's dumb. Oh, well, I'm not poor. Well, you can be poor and Republican. That's dumb. You should pick a party that matches your goals, values, and your beliefs. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but it's not just the two parties, because that would kill the libertarian. Do you believe in the right that everybody has the right to be themselves? Yes. Be a libertarian. Do you believe in the earth should be saved?
Right.
Be a fucking Green Party. And the fact of the matter is, because you're too scared to do that, because you're too afraid to step out the norm and stick to what you believe in, you got the same two fucking parties in every goddamn race. Every guy. I would love it one day if an independent was a leaf there. Just one time. I'll be like, you know what? You're not gonna win, but I respect the fact that we can hear you.
This episode of 2 cc's of Blackery. I am your host, Carrie.
And I'm Cosmos. Vote for your beliefs.
Shit about to turn on.
Shit.